One of the most debated topics in the history of college football and professional football. Is there any chance that the best team in college football could beat the worst team in the NFL? So many people just dismiss this and think it's an absolute joke, but unfortunately, especially with the world we live in, I don't think we'll ever actually be able to see this on the real life gridiron. But thankfully for you guys, you have a freaking Madden scientist.
Eat corn and get RBT to 1 million subscribers by Christmas. Eat your corn, love your corn, but you need to get RBT to 1 million subscribers by Christmas.
So yes, today we shall see what Madden 21 thinks the answer to that question is. Could the best team in college football beat the worst team in the NFL? Today we're using the Alabama Crimson Tide, and yes, I know that's debatable. The reason we used Alabama is just because the roster was kind of already there. Spent like an hour making tweaks to it, but we still, it was there. Clemson was nowhere to be found, so it's debatable, but we're using Alabama for today's video. They're kind of like 1A, 1B right now. Clemson obviously has had the edge in that rivalry, I guess you could say, last few years, but today Alabama's gonna be the contestant. Obviously, they're going against the Jets. Jets easily the worst team in all of the NFL, and today, thanks to Madden Science, we are going to put an end to that question. So hopefully, guys, you do enjoy today's Madden 21 scientific video, and if you do, make sure to smash a huge thumbs up. Also, guys, really important that you do subscribe if you haven't, because if and only if we do hit 1 million subscribers by the end of the year, I'll be doing a massive next-gen console giveaway to my subscribers and subscribers only. 3 next-gen consoles being given away to my subscribers, but that's if and only if we do hit the 1 million mark by the end of the year, so make sure to take that millisecond that it does take to click that subscription button if you haven't. That said, first bit of business, time to go over today's roster. 15 years later, I swear, dog, I hate freaking Madden roster creation. It's so stinky, but I just made adjustments for 30 minutes, and there's gonna be mistakes. The roster keeps messing up. Just bite me. Just give me a freaking break in this 2020 year. Obviously, as you see, Alabama Crimson Tide being represented by the football team, because at the same time, they are a freaking football team. But most importantly, I'm not gonna harp on it too much because people are gonna complain regardless. I tried my best to project the ratings as they would be right now if they were in a Madden video game. For example, Mac Jones projects to be a first-round draft pick this upcoming year. Therefore, he'll probably end up maybe a 71, 72, so it made his overall a little bit lower. I know it's not going to be perfect, just give me a break. But Mac Jones comes in at a 70 overall. At running back, Najee Harris is 74. He'll probably be a late first, early second, and normally running backs in those positions when they're drafted are roughly around a 74, 75, 76. So he comes in at a 74. Brian Robinson should be the backup. He comes in at a 73. He's very good as well. Now, at wide receiver, one of the higher rated players in the entire team, Jalen Waddle. This guy's a monster. Unfortunately, had a very severe ankle injury in real life, out for the year, but he's still playing today, 74 rated. This wide receiver core is still insane. Devontae Smith, 73 rated. He'll also probably be a first round pick. John Mechie as well, 72 rated. Some other good ones too. At tight end, Miller Forstall at a 65. At left tackle, Alex Leatherwood. He probably honestly could be a little bit higher rated because he's probably going to be a first round pick this upcoming draft, but he comes in at a 69. Left guard, we have Deontay Brown. Center, Landon Dickerson. Right guard, Emil Ekiyor. And at right tackle, Evan Neal. Moving on to this defense, Christian Barmore, who might actually be a first-round pick this upcoming year, comes in at a 73 rated, one of the higher overall players on this defense. He might actually be a little overrated, but bite me. Defensive line on the other side, LeBron Ray, 72 rated. D tackle, DJ Dale to 69. On the linebacker core, Will Anderson, 68. On the inside, Dylan Moses, the highest rated player in this entire team. He's an absolute monster. And normally linebackers that get drafted in the first round, he'll probably be a top 15 pick or around this rating. Hence why I went with 75. It probably would have been a first round pick if he declared last year, but he stayed for his senior season, comes in at a 75. On the outside, Christopher Allen at 69. The cornerback core is sick. Patrick's a goddamn monster. Will be a first round pick. He comes in at 74. Josh Jobe is good as well. Could even be a first round pick. 71 rated. Jordan Battle, 68. And Brian Branch, 64. Free safety, Daniel Wright, 69. Strong safety, Eddie Smith, 69. Kicker, we have Will Reichard, 66. And at punter, we have Charlie Scott. And at kick and punt return, it's going to be Jalen Waddle because he's an absolute monster at that position. But guys, that's the Alabama Crimson Tide in the NFL. And now we put them head-to-head versus the New York Jets to see who would come out on top. So finally put it into that question, because the Alabama Crimson Tide beat an NFL team. So very simple how we're going to go about doing this. It's going to be in a play now, and it's just going to be CPU versus CPU. I don't want to have any input whatsoever. So our overall does come in at a 71 overall. I honestly don't know how it's so high, because we don't even have a player over 75. We come in at a 71. So according to Madden 21, Alabama would be a 71 rated NFL team in Madden. Now the Jets, are they a higher overall than the Jets? That would actually be so funny. They come in at a 74. Okay, I guess that's a little understandable. So Jets versus the Alabama Crimson Tide. I'm taking no part in this. CPU versus CPU. You're not currently controlling a team. Are you sure you'd like to continue? I mean, I guess so. We'll do simulation game type, so the ratings are most important. 5-minute quarters. Let's go ahead and make this the Super Bowl. Can the Alabama Crimson Tide win the freaking Super Bowl? Well, my dudes, it's been a long fucking time since I've commentated like this. But regardless, Alabama with the football. Backed up to their own 25, 3rd and 10, and a dime down the field from Mac Jones to Bolden. That's a 75-yard strike. As just like that, a college football team takes the lead over the New York Jets, and I'd like to say it's a shocker, but it's really not, because it's against the New York Jets, as Alabama does take the lead. And Nick Saban, who looks a lot like Ron Rivera, he's very happy with that result, as that does set up for the extra point for the Alabama Crimson Tide to take a 7-0 lead. It is up. It is good. There's no referees in the field. That's going to be a problem in today's video, because it's freaking annoying to have to guess if field goal is good or not. But anyways, Sam Darnold goes down. So what a nightmarish start here for the New York Jets. Sets up for a 3rd down and 9. Can they get some momentum going? A lot of time in the pocket. Sam Darnold throws the ball in double coverage, and that's going to set up for a 3-and-out and a freaking punt. As Alabama now going to try to go up with this drive by 2 possessions. 2nd and 4. A strike over the middle. That's a completion, and once again, man, that's Jalen Waddle, his first catch of the game. Expect to see a lot more of him. Mac Jones dotting up the Jets, and that continues. A little out route. That's going to be another 1st down. They're already at the 36-yard line. Already 100 yards for Mac Jones, and literally 5 pass attempts, and another one right there. That's another 1st down. Bama once again 23 yards away from the end zone. About 40 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Offensive line doing a great job holding up, and once again, he finds Bolden, who's had a huge first quarter. Next play, 15 seconds to go, 10 yards away. Guess who it is again? Bolden. What a first quarter from him, over 100 yards already and 2 receiving touchdowns as a college athlete against the New York Jets. As that's the end of one. Alabama leads 14-0. As Sam Darnold and the Jets have got to get something going, or this is about to be absolutely embarrassing. He scrambles out to the outside. That's an NFL throw right there. Finally, something positive. In the second quarter, they get their first down of the entire game. 2nd and 5, handoff. That's LaMichael Pirine getting in on the action. So something actually going here for the Jets. That's going to be a 1st down to the 36. Now a 2nd down and 2. Little toss play there. And that's the old man, Mr. Franklin Gore, breaking the tackle, getting another 1st down for the Jets. They've got to get into the end zone here. Next play, 1st and 10. Sam Darnold drops back, drops a dime over the middle of the field. That's a 1st down to Ryan Griffin down to the 10-yard line. About 2:42 left to go in the first half. 8 yards away. They need a big one here. Handoff, and that's the old man, Franklin. Franklin the Turtle Gore into that end zone for the first Jet touchdown of the game, as they finally chip away from that lead with the extra point. It's up. It's good. And now, I mean, it's still embarrassing, but only down by a touchdown. So 2 minutes left to go for Bama to try to extend this lead. Going into halftime, Mac Jones does a fantastic job in the pocket maneuver and finding a wide open Mechie for the 1st down. 3rd and inches from the 34, just out of the range for a college kicker. 3rd and inches down the field. He drops another dime. And guess who? That's Bolden again, who's showing that he doesn't need to be a college football player or freaking NFL athlete. As boom! Another one. Mac Jones slicing and dicing up this NFL secondary. That's Mechie with his first touchdown of the game, as Alabama goes up 21-7. The Jets trying to get something going for the half to have some momentum, and boom, he goes down. That's DJ Dale with the sack, his first tackle of the first half, as the Jets just run the rest of the clock out. As what an embarrassment for a freaking NFL organization to be down 21-7 at half to a college team. as it's time for Sam Darnold and the Jets to get something going, or they're going to end this game getting defeated by 2+ touchdowns to a college team, as they got something going here. Chris Hogan, that's his first reception of the game with 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. 3rd down and 6 on the outskirts, or that is the red zone, and that's no longer the red zone. That's the 1-yard line. That's Christopher Herndon with his first catch. 1st and goal, handoff to the fullback. That's Wesco, Trevon Wesco at that. The tight end that lined up at fullback, he runs the ball in for a touchdown. As with the extra point, as ugly as it's been for the Jets up to this point, it's now only a 7-point game. What can Mac Jones and the Alabama offense do to answer after that Jets touchdown to open up the second half? Last play of the third quarter, Mac Jones drops back, plenty of time, and that's a pick! Oh no! The Jets defense finally making a play. Great play by the rookie Davis, the free safety, to jump up, catch the football, as the Jets now have a chance in the fourth quarter to tie this game. Sam Darnold scramble to the outside. Little shovel pass there. That's Michael Pirine, who's had a pretty decent game up to this point. That's going to be a first down right on the outskirts of the red zone. 1st and 10, a dot down to the 11-yard line. That's Chris Hogan with his second catch of the game. 2nd and goal. Who are you going to call? And that's Wesco again. The same exact play that they ran the prior touchdown. That's Wesco, a tight end, 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. With the extra point, as ugly as it has been for the Jets up to this point, they finally tie with the college football team. Does Mac Jones, though, have what it takes to regain this lead? And oh no! That's not good. That's what you consider a stinker. That's a pick 6. And that's the Jets defense carrying this team, who now has their first lead of the game against a college team. Just a bad read and dangerous ball from the Mac attack. Was trying to get the ball to his tight end, Morris Forrestal, and Patrick Owonisor just stepped right in front of him, picked the ball off, took the ball to the house, and after the first time, the Jets have the lead over Alabama. So how is the Mac attack going to respond? By slicing up this defense, and whoa! That's what happens when you put the football into the hands of Jalen Waddle, one of the most exciting players in all of college football. In one play, and just like that, with the extra point, the game is tied, as this game all of a sudden has got extremely exciting. 28-28. With 4 minutes remaining. Like, what the heck is actually happening? But Sam Darnold has the ball in plus territory with a minute 20 left to go. Handoff to Frank Gore, and that's going to set up for a potential game-winning field goal. 4th and 1 from the 40. Roughly a 55-yard field goal. Kick is up, and it is no good. It's short. Unfortunately, we didn't have referees there to let us know if it was good or not, but thank God Madden 21 lets us know. 28-28. What can Mac Jones do? Ooh, a sack. Actually, the first time he was sacked in the entire game. 2nd and 17, so it's interesting. They're just going to sit here, run the ball, run the clock out, as that's going to set up for overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough time to separate a college team and an NFL team, as Alabama actually wins the toss, and obviously they elect to receive, so all they need is a touchdown to win. 3rd and 10 though. Mac Jones, plenty of time. Oh, he had his man and overthrew him. They're going to have to punt the football. And that's not good, because all it needs now is the Jets to kick a field goal and they win the game. And that's going to be a good return there from Braxton Berrios. So all they need is a field goal to win. 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line. And off to Franklin. He gets plenty of yardage, as that sets up for the Jets in prime position to kick a game-winning field goal. They're trying to get a few more yards here. Catching. Oh! My God, I think we just witnessed a goddamn murder on the field. What a play from Dylan Moses. Decapitation. Chris Hogan has been killed. As what a play. It gives Alabama the ball. They have a chance now to kick a field goal, win the game. And a throw in double coverage. They have to punt the football once again. And can Alabama's defense come up big again? They've got 2, 3rd and 4. Can they get off the field? Little screen, and oh no, the Michael Pirine. Another huge play. Arguably, he's been the best offensive player for the Jets today. As now, they're just going to run this football. Handoff. That's going to be Pirine again. That's another first down. Are they going to continue to throw the football like they did before? Or are they going to be smart and keep on running it? And they do. Frank Gore picks up the first down. There's been a game of a ton of freaking twists and turns. They're going to line up for the field goal with a minute left to go. Kick is up, and the referees won't tell you, but it is good. What an absolute goddamn thriller this game turned out to be. But at the end of the day, the NFL team ends up beating the Alabama Crimson Tide. At the end of the day, Adam, why are you so goddamn happy? You barely beat a freaking college team, you stinker.